Hey there people, what is going on? It's Ryan White for High Point Music's online video tutorials, and today we're going to be having a look at Starman by David Bowie. Now this is one of my favorite tunes of all time. It's an absolute classic, and it's going to be a bit of a long one because we're going to break down all the parts and everything you need to be able to play and recreate this very, very cool sounding tune. So let's drop this intro and get straight into today's lesson. Alright, so the first part we're going to jump into today is the guitar part from the introduction. Sounds a little bit like this, people. So 3, 4, and... So we keep going. This first chord is a B flat over A, giving us that dissonance sound, and then just a straight F major triad. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's our part that we need for the introduction. Let's check these chords out. So with the B flat over A, so the major 7th in the bass, really giving that dissonant sound there. So as far as our chord shape goes, we've got our 3rd finger on the 8th fret there, which is the B flat, and then our 2nd finger comes on to the 7th fret on the G string. Our 1st finger is making a mini bar across the B and the E string there. And then as far as our strumming goes, people, we are hitting the bottom 5 like that. So very, very easy transition now to get from this chord shape to the second one. We just slide down into an F major, maintaining the fingers on the exact same positions on the guitar, just sliding down towards this end of the neck. So we've got our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the D string there, 2nd finger's on the 2nd fret on the G, and our 1st finger maintains that mini bar across the B and E strings in the 1st fret. And with our strumming there, people, if we can hit those 4, the A isn't anywhere near as dissonant as it is over the B flat because it's just the major 3rd if we hit it here, but that's how we make our F major 7, or F major voicing I should say there. So what we're going to do now is break down the strumming pattern, people. So 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and a... Now this strumming pattern works perfectly across both chords here, and we maintain it. So what's going on, you can simply approach it with downstrokes, just going 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So down, up on the end of 4. And that just transfers it, as I mentioned, across. So 1, 2, 3, and a 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and a... Alright, so with that strumming pattern and those 2 chord shapes, you can have everything to put the introduction together. So let's jump straight into the verse section. So if we break it down first, so 3, 4. So F major, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C7. Then we go to F major, to A flat, B flat, back to G minor. So we'll break down the first half of this verse progression here, keeping it nice and short and simple. So the chord shapes we're going to use, people, are G minor. So in this position, we've got our 1st finger making a bar all the way across the 3rd fret. And then we've got our 3rd finger on the 5th fret on the A string there, and our 4th finger on the 5th fret on the D string. So all the way through, just like that. That gives us our G minor bar chord there. Alright, the second chord, people, we're going to be covering for this one is we're going to be using our F major voicing that we used in the introduction. 3rd chord, people, then we go to our C major. Just quickly, for those of you who don't know it, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, open G, 1st finger on the 1st fret on the B string, and then you can strum the bottom 5. And then to turn this into a C7, we're simply adding our 4th finger onto the B flat, which is our 3rd fret on the G string, like that, giving that really nice dominant 7th sound there. And then quite simply, people, to finish off, we're going to be using an F major triad to move to the A flat to B flat for that little chord run at the end of the first repetition of the verse. So let's look how we're going to put this chord progression together, the first half of it. So 3, 4, so 1, 2, 3, and a 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 4 times through that on the G minor to the F major. 1, 2, 3, and a 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 on the F major, C major, 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and 2 times through that chord progression, and then 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and then we go 2 times through that on the C7 there, and then we go F major, A flat, B flat, which is just moving that F major shape, 2 strums, third finger lines up with the 6th fret. I've just got my first finger there because it's more comfortable for me to play it like that for now. It's not actually touching any of these strings, and then we slide that up to the third finger being in line with the 8th fret, first finger's in line with the 6th there. So let's put that progression all the way together now, people. So G minor, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, 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 and a F, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and a 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, and a C, 2, 3, and a C7, 3, and a C7, and F twice, A flat, B flat. Alright, let's check out the second half of this second verse. So 1, 2, 3, and a 2, 2, 3, and a 3, 2, 3, and a 4, 2, 3. F, 2, 3, and a 2, 2, 3, and a 3, 2, 3, and a 4, 2, 3. C, 2, 3, and a C, 2, 3, and a C7, 3, and so same there, but we go. So it's exactly the same as if we were playing through to the F, A flat, B flat. But instead of taking that F major, A flat, B flat chord run there, what we're doing is we're replacing that section with an octave on the note A. So it's a single note there, and we're just playing this rhythm. So the way I'm playing it there is my first finger is on the 7th fret on the D string there. My first finger then lays down to block off the G string like that, and then my 4th finger, or your 3rd finger, whatever you're most comfortable with, is playing the 10th fret on the B string, and then just simply strumming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so let's put that whole verse together so you can see how it works. So 3, 4, G minor, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, F major, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C7. So F for 2, A flat, B flat, G minor. It's 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, F major. So 3 times, 4 times, C major, second time through C7, second time, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the entire verse progression put together for you all. If you don't have a handle on any of those chord shapes there, just take your time, get to know it, and then you can add the strumming pattern in once you're feeling a bit more comfortable with that. Alright people, let's start breaking down the chorus section. So the chord progression that's going on here, the chords we're using are F major, which we already are well aware of, D minor, okay, which very quickly is our first finger on the 1st fret on the E string, second finger is on the 2nd fret on the G, and our 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret on the B, targeting the bottom 4 strings. If you haven't hit the A there, it's not such a big issue because it is the 5th of the chord. Next chord voicing we're going to need, people, is our A minor voicing in open position. So first finger on the 1st fret on the B string, second finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret on the G. Okay, and then we go to a C major, C7, we've already covered. Alright, but let's get through the rest of the chords we're going to need eventually for this one. So we're going to have B flat major in this position, which is our first finger on the 1st fret on the A. 3rd finger is making a mini bar across the D, the G, and the B strings like that, people. Targeting our middle 4 with our strumming. because if we do it properly, our third finger there is going to be blocking off the E string like that. Once we've got that one sounding really good, the next chord we're going to need is a B flat minor, which is a really lovely transition going from the fourth major to the fourth minor. And what we've got here, people, is our first finger making a bar across the bottom 5 strings, second finger on the 2nd fret on the B string, third finger is on the 3rd fret on the D, fourth finger is on the 3rd fret on the G string, and targeting the bottom 5 there. Okay, we then go to an F, which we already know, and then we're into a D7, which is our first finger on the 1st fret on the B string, second finger is on the 2nd fret on the G, third finger is on the 2nd fret on the E. So bottom 4 strings there, you can play the 5th of the A, which is, if you like that sound like that. So this D7 serves its function as a 5th, transitioning us into the G minor, which acts as a 2-5-1 to C, and then leads us into the post-chorus interlude there. But let's look at this chorus progression. Now we've gone through all those chords. There's a fair few things there. Very nice chord changes. So let's break down the strumming pattern. So 3, 4, so F, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 2, 3, 4, A minor, then C major, C7. Alright, that's the first bit through it. And then we go back to the F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4. 2 times there, C major, C7. So it repeats itself twice there, so it's 2 times through the strumming pattern that we've already covered on each of those chords. Alright people, so let's put the entire chorus section together now. We've covered that part there. So let's go through it. So 3, 4, so F, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, D minor, A minor here, C major, C7, back to F major, D minor, A minor here, C major coming up, C7, B flat major to B flat minor to F major to D7 to G minor to C major or C7, whatever you like to throw in there. And then that covers the chorus section and gets us into the post-chorus interlude. Alright people, so there's 2 parts to this next post-chorus interlude: the rhythmic section, the chords, and the lead section. So I'll play through it. 3, 4, and... Alright there, so what we've got is, starting off, we slide from the 2nd fret on the B string into the 3rd fret on the B, so 1, hit that twice, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret on the G string there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's the first section we're going to look at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, next section we're going to look at with this one is 1, 2, 3 on the G, so just reversing those notes, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and then we slide from the 3rd on the B string up to the 5th there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, and hit that twice. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 2 sections together so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second section, 1, 2, 3, like that. Once you got that nice and comfortable, people, then you're just going, hitting the 3rd fret on the B, string like that, 5th fret on the G, and the 2nd fret on the G to finish the next part off. So alright, that's the first 3 sections we've covered. Then the next bit, we add in those 3 notes, 1, 2, 3. just like that. So 1, 2, 3. So let's recap all of that. So 1, and then you'll find once we get to that point and we can play up to there really well, you just repeat, go from the start, and the riff goes again. So and we start again. Alright, so let's start breaking down the chords that we're going to be using to support this famous lead line from the track. We've got our B flat major, down in this position, which we've covered, F, C major back to F, and then it goes back to B flat to start the sequence again, to F, goes to C, and then instead of going back to the F, it's actually quite clever. It's a 7-bar section or 7-bar phrase. So the way we work with that one is we just apply the same strumming pattern to those chords. So it's 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and a F, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, C, back to F, B flat, to F, to C, and at that point, people, we're ready to jump straight back into the verse and repeat the entire form again. So there we go, people. That covers everything you're going to need to know to play along with Starman by the immortal David Bowie. So just take your time. This is going to be one where you need to have your bar chords under your fingers working well. And if you can do that, you'll be having a great time with this tune very, very quickly. So if you appreciate the value of this content, people, hit those like, subscribe, and share buttons if you have not already. If there's any requests you'd like to see coming up on the channel regarding content, all you got to do is drop a comment below, and we're more than happy to hear from you people out there and tailor our content to your requests. If you'd like to support the channel, people, and pumping out more exclusive content for our viewers, we very much appreciate donations via the PayPal donate function in the description below. Any amount that you think represents the value of the content for you. And lastly, people, if you would like to get my help personally with any challenges that you are facing on the instrument, all you have to do is follow the link below and book the appropriate option for you, either an online consultation or an online 8-week video program to get the best results for your playing. Have a ball with this one. As I mentioned, it's an absolute epic tune. David Bowie is a legend, one of the coolest songwriters of all time, people. Get at it, and I look forward to seeing you all in future videos.